it's me again. Nice, wonderful Sunday day in the cold Midwest. And we are here to look at our next project. And no, the Honda is not off the rail, it's still going on, but I didn't decide yet 100% what I'm gonna do. And this is my graveyard of cars, many cars I have, like vans and shit, plus that little Saab here. And Mrs. J can tell you a little bit more about that. But that car looks a little bit rough, everything in here, but it has some problems with the engine, and I have to find out what it is. So I have to take the engine out and drag it into the shop. Since
look at all of the foliage in there.
Yeah,
oh my God,
it's horrible.
wow.
Yeah, it stands there for a while, and I wanted to fix that one up. Oh, my turbo is a little bit, everything's oily here on this one, and unfortunately that car was leaking more on the outside than anywhere else. It was absolutely horrible. So when you started, it's just pouring out of every orifice on that car because it was standing a little bit too long, and everything got, whoop, here's a squirrel running away. What the heck, where was that living? Probably inside.
Plus every time you repaired something, it got more pressure in the engine and a little more to blow out some tired old O-rings,
gaskets and things. So, and now it's time to take that one on the quick. So I have to take it out here in the driveway, which will be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's not snowing. And but otherwise it looks apparently pretty good, in shape. A little bit of rust here and there, but rust, I said, maybe hole, that could be it. But inside it looks pretty good. Has some 200 some thousand miles on it. You don't see it because it's a digital dash.
What's the,
I did a lot of work on that car over the last 10 years, replaced a lot of things, and it wasn't my car, but it looks pretty good. The leather, everything looks good. So I want to fix it up because it was a nice car to drive. But hey, Mrs. G can talk more about that car here.
So it's been about 2 years since my dad passed away, coming up in January, and we miss him and think about him every day and his quirky sense of humor. And this was his car. He loved this car. And every day we come home and see the car parked in the driveway, and like I said, it's coming up on his 2-year anniversary of his passing. So we decided that it would be nice to get it up and running and kind of revive my dad's memory a little bit more than it is. So that's why it kind of bumped in front of the Honda project a little bit, because Joe's still trying to decide what he wants to do with that. So we thought it might be a nice tribute to my dad to finally get this car back up and running. When it stopped running, we actually ended up giving him a Subaru that we had been using, and he liked that, but it was never the same as driving this Saab in the summer. The skylight, or whatever they call it, was always open, and the sunroof was always open, and he always enjoyed cruising around and blasting music. And even though he was a bit older, he enjoyed listening to Metallica. Lots of other interesting groups. He liked alternative music, but this was his baby. He enjoyed driving it, and seeing it every day just reminds me of what we lost. So
even though I told him not to buy it 10 years ago or so, should I buy a Saab? And I said no, under no circumstance buy that car. Very expensive parts, very few people know really much about it, and it's not really a car to buy. But he didn't listen.
So shortly after that conversation, he came over to show us his new used purchase and was ecstatic, and Joe spent lots of time, as he said. I mean, he found a really nice Saab repair shop that was actually pretty fair, and every time my dad got a bill from them, he brought it by Joe to have him check it out and see if it was fair or not fair. And they were actually a decent shop to work for him to work with.
So, but now it's time to get that old 5-speed back on the road, because it was definitely a nice car to drive. Drives really nice. So, and that's the next project, and there's other projects, as you can see on my left here, and my old V8 Volkswagen van,
As well as over here.
my Syncro, and
Here's another.
Yeah.
You know what they say, in addition to Subarus, you can never have enough VWs.
It's sick. It's a sickness. But nevertheless, these are another projects I have to finish up. This is a 4-wheel drive. And I have, unfortunately, a bit old truck over there and other things in the shop and garage, so it never runs out.
I don't think we're fixing up that truck. You're just keeping the engine and some others sorted.
I don't know what I do with it yet. Something stupid. But nevertheless, I will see you next time when I get that thing out of the out of the car, out of the shell, and bring it to work and take it apart and see what's wrong. Rebuild it, maybe have to do some machine work on it, I don't know yet. We'll see. So, till then, enjoy the rest of 2024.
And a few years on in the history lesson, Saab are launching a new model, the 9.5. Will it keep up with their reputation for great turbos, a smooth, graceful ride and a high level of spec?